I would like to welcome my friend Mirsula to share some words on our notable resource person, Miss Sakthi Suganya ma'am.
I'm here to share some of the interesting feats of our resource person, Ms. R. Shakti Suganya. She is a notable alumni from our premium institution of Sri Krishna College of Technology. She is a vivid reader of books and an excellent writer. Her areas of interest are marketing and education sector. She also loves to train young minds and raise right individual for the society. She is interested in learning new things and grabbing opportunities. She is an extrovert person who is self-motivated. She pursued her higher education in Sri Krishna College of Technology and graduated in BE Electrical and Electronic Engineering and has awarded as a best outgoing student of the department for consistent academic performance. Proud to say that she holds the credit of securing the third rank in university examinations. She did her Master of Business Administration in Bhatyar University. She started her career as a project engineer at 2012 in Wipro Limited and was trained as an Oracle developer, marketing executive, and worked as senior marketing executive, location campus manager. And as campus lead turbo premier hiring national campus manager, she awarded as best campus branding lead in WFPD Excellence Awards 2014 and individual excellence in marketing for contribution towards global campus recruitment team. And she herself volunteered and published some articles in Utopia and also in Cuba as painting and enhancement at ABC Center. I would welcome Ms. R. Shakti Suganya ma'am to share her story of success as an innovator.
Hello, all. Very good morning. I know it has been, you're all very busy with your studies. So, thank you for taking time and joining this quick round of discussion. So, I do not want to bore you guys. I don't have a presentation. I don't have slides to show you like 50, 20 slides and keep you all sleeping. So, that is not I'm here for. I wanted to have a quick connect with all of you, try and give you a perspective of my experience and also what industry expects. I wish this has been a face-to-face discussion, but unfortunately, I think these are tough times, and during COVID, we are all into this virtual meet. But still, I'm glad that we are able to do this today. So I hope all your spirits are positive and your COVID test negative. So let me give you a background of what I am and what I have been doing all these years. So as Mrutula was telling, yes, I'm an alumni of erstwhile VLB and now with Sri Krishna College of Technology. I passed out in 2012. So I did my bachelor's of engineering in electrical and electronics. Then I was campus placed with Wipro. So currently I'm associated with Wipro, and I has been heading the campus recruitment for India region, and I have visited several countries, right from IITs to NITs as well. And last couple of years I was not in India, so I was at on-site in Taiwan, and I was heading the recruitment for Taiwan, China, and Hong Kong. So that has been eventful journey for me throughout these years. So with Wipro is almost 9+ years now, and that's a quick introduction of what I'm currently has been doing and over the years from a industry perspective. So now why you should all join in for the session today early in the morning. So what is that I have in store for you? So as I already promised to all of you, I'm not here to bore you all. So what is that industry expects and what I has been doing over there? So because way back in 2008, I was one amongst all of you sitting in one small corner. So I had my biology background while I was in my 12th standard. So it was engineering was definitely not my cup of tea. So I'm not sure how many of you have really chosen engineering based on your choice, or something out your parents forced or your relatives forced, or your friend is doing engineering, so you have picked up engineering. So that is something I'm not sure. So I was not someone who was passionate enough to do engineering. So just that my parents told, I joined engineering, and being a biology student, it was completely in Greek and Latin for me. So but from there, being a department topper and also getting a university rank holder, it has been a quite a long journey. So what is few things that I've done differently that helped me to grow? So firstly, when we all come to college, I know it's going to be a lot of work that we have to do. But apart from your regular studies, what is something different that each one of you can do differently and uniquely is something that is going to help throughout in your life as well? Say suppose the most important thing, I'm not going to touch base only from a placement or a recruitment point of view. So what is something important for you individually from a life perspective is also very important. All right. So firstly, when it comes to a college or any graduation course for that matter, so apart from your regular degree or just passing out and maintaining a CGPA, the most important thing is like, what are your additional skills that you can enhance in next 4 years? I know first year is something will be memorable. You have just passed out from school and you have entered college, and you are just trying to make new friends and trying to understand what college life is all about. So I know it is very important, but having said that, few other important skills are also important, essential, that you can make use of this time period in order to grow yourself. So first is something, I know you will be getting a lot of internships or some industrial trainings. So do some certification. So when I say certification, it's not something related to your course, maybe something out of your interest. Maybe you have been doing a mechanical engineering or a automobile engineering. Maybe your passion is into artificial intelligence or data science. Go outside and there are n number of institutes across the country that provide such kind of certification. So go get certified. So apart from external certification, try and do some online internships. If possible, there is an opportunity, you can also do in campus, I mean direct company internships opportunities are there. So during your summer break, try and do that, and also enhance your skills. So apart from your regular studies that you do, try and see what is that one additional skill that you bring as a value add in your resume. So I think these are 2 3 important factors that we all miss out, because every day we get up, we come, listen to our class 9 to 5, and then we go back, do our assignments, etc., etc. Ideally we don't have time to do other things, but the real difference comes is like when you take that additional time out and do all these things. So one is your internship, and two is some external course and certification, and three is the industrial training. So apart from all these three, what is something that you can look forward from a support from a college perspective? See, one another important thing, like our college have best faculties that you can get, and there are trained mentors as well, and we also have great campus library. So utilize all these resources. So it's not just for the sake of telling, I'm telling all this. So I'm the time you spend in library is something very important. Today we have everything in the click of the hand, we have internet with us, but how many of you really spend time? So every day take 30 minutes of your time. I'm not asking you to spend 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, etc. Just take 30 minutes of your time, and if you utilize those 30 minutes to train and equip yourself and enrich your knowledge, that is going to help you throughout in your life. So I'm not sure if I can make this statement. It's not your trigonometry or anything that you learn in college alone will help you in your career, right? So if you are just getting a job, anybody can get a job. But if in case you want to make a career, and there is a lot of difference between a job and a career, and if you are actually looking forward to create a good career for you, then definitely you should do all these additional factors that will enhance yourself. So these are like 2 3 important things I wanted to touch base from an overall growth perspective. So then what is it from my life or something that I have done differently that has helped me to grow up in my career? Yes, I has been studious enough, I have been regular enough to complete whatever from a college perspective. So the other additional things that I've done is like, there are a lot of online forums that we have, whether it is Coursera, and we have NPTEL videos, and we have a lot of online forums that we have. So I have enrolled in most of the online forums, for example Coursera. And Coursera gives a lot of free online certificate courses. I know most of the courses are paid. I'm not expecting you to invest in 4,000, 5,000 and do all those courses. So there are a lot of online free courses available. maybe monthly one course was my target, so I try and train myself. So it doesn't mean it has to be always related to my studies. Maybe I want to improve myself on my communication, I want to improve myself on how to write an email, or maybe I want to improve my self confidence. It could be any topic under the sun. So it's completely up to your interest. Take that as a motto. Okay, today, every day, 30 minutes, you can keep a chart for yourself. Okay, this is something I'm going to do, something differently I'm going to learn. So all these things is something apart from your regular work and stuff. And it's also important how you efficiently manage your time as well. And because I was touch basing upon Coursera, so there are a number of courses in Coursera. I would request each one of you to go and go through the internet, because we are busy scrolling through our Instagrams and Facebook, YouTube video and shorts. I know we are more addicted to it, right? So even I can't live without my mobile phone. But at least 30 minutes of our time every day, and maybe like one course in a month, is something that you can look forward. I think that is going to help you much in your career as well. And the other important thing, the first year of college is very, very important. So also take care that you enjoy that life, because once you miss this life, it's not going to get back to you. So when I say enjoy your life, it doesn't mean you should stop studying and enjoy 24/7. So because you have to balance your work and life. So similarly, you have to balance your studies and also your other extracurricular interests and activities. So take care of all these important things in your first year, because the more you invest and train yourself and put your focus in the right direction, and that's where you reach your goal. And next, when it comes to once you complete your graduation, there are many people who don't know what you really want to do in your life. Few will say higher studies, few will say no, just stay at home, maybe you can do your own business or invest in a startup. Few will say, okay, I want to do campus placements. Many will say, okay, I want to go abroad, India is not the right place for education. I respect each of your choices. I'll not say all your choices are bad, neither I'll not say all your choices are right. So it's up to an individual, depending upon your circumstance, or which choice is something that you can make for yourself. So when I was a graduate, when I was in my third year, I had my campus placements. It's not like I appeared for a campus. The first campus I got selected. I think first I applied for one of the MNC. I applied for one of the product company. I was not shortlisted in any of those companies. So does that mean I'm not capable enough? Does that mean I don't have good scores? Does that mean I don't have enough brain, or I'm not smart? So all these were questions which I had way back when I was in college. But unless you are confident, you are self-motivated, you are not going to move forward in your life. So there are going to be hurdles, there are going to be challenges, there are going to be disappointments, there are going to be failures. So despite all this, it's up to you, how do you keep yourself motivated? And unless, if you don't have that fire, passion and motivation, I'm telling you folks, it's going to be really tough. So keep all this thing in mind. So now coming back, what I was talking about regarding my campus placements, I was not shortlisted in few of the top MNCs or product company, but that does not demotivated me. So I kept trying, I kept hard, I always kept that fire and passion on. And today I'm placed with one of the good tier 1 MNCs, as Mritula was giving my introduction. So even when I joined the organization, again, I was a triple E grad. I entered into a software company. I started as a project engineer. So I was again into an unknown world. I don't know what to do. So there will always be right people coming into your life to support you when you actually focus on the right direction. So that is something I firmly believed in. So even when after I joined say the company, I didn't know what to do. So I had the right set of mentors and managers, and then I got trained myself. Then my passion was always into marketing or something that I want to give back to the society. Then human resources was my next choice that I took. So then I pursued my master's. Then later I moved into the campus recruitment domain, and I was across, right from IITs to NITs to top engineering college, including our college as well. I used to visit our college for placements. So that has been my role. And from there, then later I got an on-site opportunity. So last 2-3 years, I was not in India and I was heading for Taiwan. So that in fact give me a cross-cultural exchange and how to handle, especially when you go to a country that's a non-English speaking country, right? So say Taiwan or China, they don't speak English. So all these kind of experiences helped me to groom myself. And I think the values that I got inculcated throughout has helped me to grow today in my life. Today, I don't regret, because way back in school, I thought, okay, I want to become a doctor. I neither thought I'll be an engineer. So, but today, when I actually look back in my life, I don't have regrets. So, similarly, when you look back in your life, maybe 10 years down the lane or 15 years down the lane, ensure that you have actually enjoyed your life. When I say enjoyed your life, it doesn't mean always sit and study. So yes, studies are important, marks are important, but marks alone is not important. So it's how do you groom yourself as a right individual for the society. When I say right individual, is not just only the marks and scores that is going to help you. Yes, they are important to a certain point in life to get an entry ticket, but after you enter in, it's completely how you have the right values and the right attitude. So attitude is something very important. And I know you were the first year, we are all from different colleges, from different strata, and we are all together in one place. So another important thing is teamwork. Maybe a couple of members in your class knows maybe some course, or they have learned something from somewhere. Share it with your friends. Don't keep the knowledge to yourself. The knowledge will always grow when you actually share it to others. So if they form a community or form a group within your college itself, within your class itself, or within your team itself. So take one topic, plan, okay, this month we are all going to learn this. And once you finish learning, transfer that knowledge or take a seminar or put those pointers and share it with your other friends as well, because that's how you are going to grow yourself. And being a team player is very, very important, because it's not important to be individually successful. It's very important to be how you win together as a team, because team is nothing but together everyone achieves more. So it's not just from a regular course perspective, even from anything that you study in your day-to-day life. So say suppose you learn something, don't keep the knowledge to yourself, share knowledge, because unless you share, you won't grow. And the most important thing is ask questions. It doesn't mean that you have to accept everything that is said to you. So always ask questions, be inquisitive. When I say ask questions, it's not asking questions without any sense. When you ask sensible questions, you get the right answer, your knowledge is definitely going to grow. So when you ensure that you focus and you concentrate what is being told, and keep your eyes, ears wide open for opportunities, guys. Now things are way different. Today you get everything at the click of the button. So look for opportunities, look what is happening around, look get an idea of what is happening in current affairs, because that is more important. That is actually going to help you throughout in your career as well. Now coming to how do you have to prepare oneself of what the industry expects, or what the new normal or the new life expects. Yes, we are in virtual life and we are doing online classes, etc., etc. But what is something you can do differently is something you all have to start thinking. I think it's high time. You have just joined college, and this is the time. Once you miss the bus, you are not going to get this back. So focus on all these few important tips and tricks that I have told you. I think that is going to help you in long run. And the most important thing is like how you can build up your resume. Your resume is more like your visiting card or your passport for any company or anywhere that you go. Because maybe 6 years down the line or 7 years down the line, once you pass out from this college, I think most of you want to come back to your college and do a session like this, or maybe give all your experience and tips and tricks to your juniors, like the way I am doing today to all of you. All right. So when you have such kind of aspirations and ambitions, so there is little bit of hard work additional that you have to do, because if you are not going to do that, then what's the difference that you will bring in, right? So there are 60 people in a class, so maybe there is only one or two people actually outshine from others, but I will not agree to that statement. All 60 of you are unique in a class. Each one of you will have one positive quality. Look at that one positive quality. What do you have? Identify what is your passion. If you don't know what is your passion, I think prepare a SWOT. When I say SWOT, SWOT is nothing but strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So take a sheet of paper, put a graph or four boxes. In the first box, put what is your strength. Your strength may be you have quick grasping power, or you have good memory, or you like something. So whatever is your positive trait, put that on the strength. Next column or the next box, put your weakness. Your weakness may be public speaking, or your weakness may be you can't keep things in your mind for a long time. Maybe your weakness may be once you open your book you will start sleeping. So it could be any of it, right? So put your weakness, maybe 5 pointers, 10 pointers, put that in the second box. In the third box, coming to the opportunity. When I say opportunity, opportunities are wide open, my dear friends. So one, your college, yes, they provide you, you have your teachers, resources, staff, members, library, online is there. And apart from that, within your own family, maybe you have your parents, sisters, relatives, cousins working in different companies or working in different positions in different sectors. Those are your opportunities and resources where you can try and get some ideas how they have moved on in their life, how they have, what is the struggle they underwent, what is something that they have done to be in today's position of whatever they are. Those are some opportunities apart from the wide array of opportunities that we have in the internet, right? In internet, I know we are busy doing Facebook and Insta and ordering in Swiggy's and Zomatos and doing online shopping. Spend 10 to 15 minutes, open the internet, also browse some good important things that are important for your life. Capture all those pointers and put it in your opportunities box. And next, coming to the last box, your threat. Threat is something what gives you fear. So you should know what gives you that fear. Identify those negative or threats and try and plan day to day how are you going to overcome those threats and fears. So when you actually look at your box, which is SWOT, that is SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats, you will have a clear chart of what is something you are good at, you should focus on and making it better. What is something you are not good at, you have to try and overcome all those. So when you have this box clear, I think your career graph and your life graph, everything will be very good. All right. So I think this is one message I want to leave all of you with. And I think these are few tips and tricks that is going to help you for sure. And most important thing is networking. So when I say networking, it's not just about being inside the class, being within an introvert or within one own self. So today we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the professional forum, right? Go on LinkedIn, create your profile and connect with a lot of top experts in the industry. Maybe not many of you may not accept your request. It's not that you have to spend time in Facebook just giving friend request or Insta. Also take some time out, join some professional forums and communities. So that is something will help you in a long run. So when I say LinkedIn, try and create your profile, and there will be a lot of professionals working in different sectors, different society. It could be in government, private, IT company, product company, or anyone. Obviously, maybe the CEOs or the top level directors and top level, top 1 2 level managers may not be able to accept the request, or they may not be able to reply to you. But there are a lot of senior people and mentors who really want to, I think they'll be more than happy to train young folks. So connect with people, start networking, start building your identity, start building your brand, because each one of you is a brand for you yourself. Today I'm Shakti, I'm the brand for myself. So I don't want any brand to endorse me, right? You are your own brand ambassador. To be your own brand, I think you should start building it, and now is the right time. If not now, then when are you going to do? So that's the question that you should ask for yourself. So maybe if you are not able to connect with say 10 top people in the industry in LinkedIn, Maybe identify one leader or maybe identify one person, connect with them, send out a message, request them, sir or ma'am, can you mentor me on this topic, or can you guide me what to do? So this is, and I'm sure, I think 10 minutes of their time, 15 minutes of their time in a month, I think they'll be happy to mentor you or train you. It could be from mechanical field, electrical field, electronic field, civil engineering, it could be from any department. But once you get into these professional communities, start connecting with these people, that is going to help you. And next, coming back to studies and back to college, is again journal publishing. So we all do assignments, we just copy paste from the internet and do some plagiarism. So try to avoid doing that. So keep one goal, that before you pass out from the college, maybe you should do at least one white paper, or maybe publish in one international journal. So when I was in college, I just had this motto in my mind: before I pass out in the college, I want my thesis to be published at least in one international journal. And it actually happened. So if you actually dream of what you want to do every day, and one day that dream will become real. I personally believe in it, and I'm sure if you also believe in that, what is your ambition, what you want to do, that is definitely going to happen. So I had that motto of, I want one international journal to be published before I pass out of the college. I think I published in almost 3 to 4 journals before I graduated. So that's the kind of motto that each one of you should have. So I think all these things will actually help you in order to grow in your career. So I think I want to keep it simple and short of whatever I speak, because I do not want to be a monologue, a one-sided conversation. I'll be more than happy if there are some questions or anything you would like to know, and I can answer and address those, so that should be more useful for you rather than me speaking for the last 5 minutes. So I think I'm pretty much done from my end, folks. Open to all of you, any questions, anything you want to know. And I would request if you all could turn on your video so that I could see at least few of your faces and I can associate your name to your face. So please feel free, don't be shy. I think you can turn on your videos, I think. So don't think you are not in a good dress, you didn't wear makeup or etc. etc. It will be good if you could turn on your videos as well. And any questions from all of you? I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you.
I really wish we could have done it in person in your seminar hall, maybe next year sometime. I hope, depending upon Omicron, I'm sure we should be able to do a face-to-face meet as well.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay.
Team play, ma'am.
Okay, your question is how to be a team player. If I understood your question right, how to be a team player in your college, correct? Or in industries? Let me answer your question. So when you ask me like how to be a team player, it all starts about like, okay, yeah. So parallelly, before I answer as well. So to answer to the first question, how to be a team player, I think it all starts with individually on your own first. So it all starts from college. So that's what I was giving one example. Say suppose team player is something, is not just you being individually successful, is how you work together as a team. Say suppose some professor or a staff has given you some idea or some course or something that is useful for you. It could be for related to your school or college studies that you have done, or something that is useful. The only thing is like, share that knowledge with your friends. I think unless you share it, your knowledge is not going to grow. So don't have that thing of being self-centered and being selfish. Okay, now I have learned this, let this keep this only with me. Don't have that kind of an attitude. The more you share, the more you are going to grow in yourself, right? So but when it comes to industries, yes, there are going to be managers, there are going to be team leads, and there are going to be juniors, seniors, etc. in one project, right? So if there are like 1 lakh people in the organization and there are multiple projects, maybe in one project maybe there will be 10 people. If you are going to be quiet in one corner, nobody will know. Say suppose if I am there, if Shakti just comes 9 a.m. sharp to office, on laptop and does coding or whatever, and once the clock is 5, I'm going to go back, that's not going to work. Nobody will know as I'm there. It doesn't mean you have to be talkative and go speak to everybody, but have those small talk, start networking, and whenever whatever knowledge you have, share it and ask questions. Unless you ask questions, you learn, you are not going to grow. So to be a team player, the first thing is like having the willingness to learn. If you have that willingness to learn, I think that is the first stepping stone. And when you have the willingness and the right set of people, and you actually grow not just yourself as a team. And the second most important thing is sharing. So unless you share what you have, you are not going to grow, your knowledge is not growing. And another thing, you should remember, whatever you have learned, if you are going to share, it doesn't mean your knowledge doesn't grow from you, right? It actually grows in multi-folds. I think these are 2-3 important things that is responsible. And to be a team player is something very, very important that industries look at. If you are going to be individually brilliant, industries don't want to be. If you are going to be in a team, it's not just you alone winning. As a team, if you are going to win, that is what even industries look at, and that is what will also help you to grow as a leader in future as well. I think I have answered your question. So there are a couple of questions on the chat as well. Let me try answer that. Ma'am, can you tell me more about internships in our college? So I think you should be in touch with your placement department, who can also arrange internships depending upon your department, what is something that you have interest. Apart from something in your college, I think as an individual, you can also get internships from your, I think with your skill also. Okay, I think many people are raising hands. You can also post your questions in the chat so that we can answer all your questions. So coming back to the question on internship, so there are multiple forums that provides online internship. So please browse through the internet. So 2019 is one forum where you can browse through all the internship. There are few internships which are paid, few internships which are free. So if you are looking for something where you need some guidance, where somebody can teach you or train you what are the sort of internship, from a college perspective, I would suggest to reach out to your placement department. They will be more than happy to guide you and train you, also maybe arrange some internships. And apart from that, I'm sure the college is arranging a lot of webinars and trainings and courses that will be something very useful for all of you. I think, Krishna, I hope I have answered your question. So there's a next question from Sanjay. Ma'am, tell about your job. Okay. So currently I'm part of an organization called Wipro. I'm sure you have heard of this company. So last 3 years I was in Wipro Taiwan, and now I'm currently in Wipro India. So I'm basically from Coimbatore. So from there I was last 3 years I was there. Before that I was working in Bangalore. So currently I head the talent acquisition for offshore hiring for a department called Engineering R&D Services. So I handle all the niche skill hiring for that. And apart from that, I also handle the branding and marketing for the experienced hires. So that's my current role. But I have handled various roles like branding, campus recruitment, etc. So it has been almost 9 years with the organization now. So the next question is from Nimsi Rima. Ma'am, you are from biology background. So how was it for you at first? Because as a bio student now, I feel as if I'm left blind in a forest. So how was it for you? Same here, Nimsi. Even I felt, at least you felt you were left blind in a forest. I don't know what I want to do. Because when I go back to home, my parents thought, okay, I'm studying, I'm doing something. But when I come to college, I don't understand. So what I do is like, first thing, unless I develop the interest for the subject, I'm not going to improve at all. Okay, I'm from biology. Okay, I will not understand anything. First, remove that thought from your mind. Unless you remove that thought, you are not going to grow. And when I joined engineering, people told me EEE is the most toughest department. You will not understand anything. It is all going to be circuits and networks, and you will go crazy and mad. This is the exact statement I heard from my seniors and mentors. But still, I decided, because I like taking challenges in my life, then I chose EEE department even during counseling. So it is not was the only choice left. I did have a good cutoff. But still, I chose this department and I joined our college. And I ensured, okay, I started developing the liking. So when I don't know something, I go and ask a lot of questions to my staff and faculty. I ask questions. If I don't understand something, I go and ask. And obviously, maybe if I'm not from a particular background and I don't understand, so I might have to put that additional 1 to 2 hours every day. So first thing is like developing the interest, removing the thought, removing that fear. I'm a biology student, I'm not going to understand. So that is something I should Nimsi, I think Nimsi, you should remove that thought. First start liking what do you do. Unless you like what you do, you can't do anything or you can't move forward. So take that thought. There are good set of teachers, and today you have everything online as well. Network with the right set of people, and get mentored by one of your faculty or some subject which you feel you are weak. I'm sure every day you practice, maybe every week focus. With continuous focus, I'm sure one day you might be even the university gold medalist as well. So it all comes from you. Unless you take that first step, nobody is going to come and help you. Okay, I think Nimsi, I've answered your question. The next is Yashwant M. Ma'am, tell about your job. I think I've already answered that question. Krishna PG again has a question. I want to know if we have exchange programs in our college. So there are multiple MOUs that our college has signed with a lot of top tier universities and even the top tier industries as well. I again would request, please connect with your placement department. They should be able to guide you on what are the offerings that as a college they can help you to guide you for your career as well. Then Kartikeyan S, which foreign language is best, French or German for learning? Very good. So Japanese is one of the toughest language. If you ask from the current industry perspective, Japanese is the most toughest, and if you can learn that and you have good opportunities. And my suggestion is like any additional foreign language that you learn, it is going to be good for yourself. So it's completely up to you. Where do you want to pursue your opportunity? French is something has become more common these days. Maybe Germany, Spanish, Chinese, or Japanese. These are kind of languages will be very useful for your career as well. So I think I've answered your question, Kartikeyan. The next question is Prajnisha M. Ma'am, tell about your career. Ma'am, I'm a bio student. How can I learn coding? So I think from a career, I have already answered this question. Being a bio student, how can I learn coding? So firstly, you should decide, are you really want to be a coder in future, taking a computer science kind of a role, or you want to work in a product company or handling? So I'm not sure which department you are from, Prajnisha. To learn coding, I think the more you practice makes someone perfect. So I think unless you practice, please don't memorize and by heart. If you're going to sit and by heart hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h, and sit and memorize codes, that is not going to help you, because once you join an industry, there are going to be 1,000, 20,000 lines of code that you have to type. Before thinking whether you how to learn coding, first you think of yourself, what is your passion? Is coding is your passion? Is coding is something excites you? If that is what gives you interest, joy and pleasure, then I'm sure there are bunch of resources where you can go and learn coding. There are a lot of online platforms. Top Coder is there. Then you have Hacker Earth, Hacker Rank, etc. There are a lot of online forums and communities. Enroll yourself, everyday practice. I'm not trying to endorse all these companies what I have been mentioning. There are a lot of online forums and communities. You can go there, learn and practice. How to become expert in coding? It's mere practice only. And next question from Sanjay is, ma'am, your suggestion for the higher education, where we can prefer our higher education, whether studying in our home or abroad is useful. Okay, it's an interesting question. Two ways to look at it. When you say higher education, yes, good. So what higher education, what specialization is also important. If you are going to do some MBA or something, even MBA, we have tier 1 institutes, right from IIMs or Xavier's. We have top colleges also that provide MBA. Say, suppose if you want to do a specialization, maybe masters in data science, maybe masters in artificial intelligence, etc., etc., then I would suggest is like there are a lot of good educational universities outside India. It could be US, UK, New Zealand, Australia. There are a lot of universities give. So it's completely up to you what specialization you want to do. whether it's a master's, what program. So based on that, I think you should be able to decide on that. So I think I've answered your question, Sanjay. Mohan Girish, ma'am, are you satisfied with what you have achieved? Okay, that's a good question, Mohan. I think I am my own worst critic. I never get satisfied with what I am. I always want to go the next step, next step, next step. That's what it always goes in my mind. If you're asking me, are you satisfied? As I mentioned, I don't regret. In fact, I had my disappointments and failures. As I was telling you all, even I was not placed in many companies. But still, it doesn't mean I'm very poor or I haven't achieved. I am happy with whatever has happened. If you're asking me, am I satisfied? Yes. But if you ask me if this is the limit, I'm contented. No. I still want to grow more. I still want to learn more. There are many things in the world even I don't know. Right. So I want to enrich myself and equip myself because I believe in this. If I'm not updated, I'll be outdated. So unless grow. So yes, I'm happy. And I think there is more in the world to achieve for me, and I'm looking forward to it, Mohan. Mithun JK, ma'am, you've said that Taiwan people won't speak English. At that situation, what you did, ma'am? Okay. So generally, Taiwan as a country, it is a non-English speaking country. The language is Chinese. They don't speak English. When I say don't speak English, I think 95% of the population or 90% of the population, they are not fluent in English, like the way it is spoken in US or UK. Maybe the rest of the population, they can speak broken English. Obviously, I was going in for a work. So my colleagues were able to speak at least basic English. So it was manageable. Yes, after going there, I think we all have our phones wherein we can use Translate app. And I did try to pick some basic 10-15 Chinese words. So that was actually helpful for me. So the next question is Rohini M. What is the best courses for first year students to do, ma'am? Okay, best course. Okay, this question I have to slightly elaborate. The best course is something, what is your interest, number one. So if in case you are from mechanical engineering, maybe you want to learn something related to your field. Maybe if you're from civil or electrical or electronics, because first year is something you're fresh and your mind is fresh and you will have the capacity to grasp everything. First, identify what's your passion, identify what you want to do, and what is something you want to do. Whether you want to, maybe you feel you are not good in public speaking, you are not good in writing, maybe you are not good in communication, you can also focus on that, developing those courses. No, ma'am, I'm very good in all that. I want to equip myself technically. Then you can focus on all the technical courses that will help you to grow in your career and life. I think based on that, I think Rohini M, you are the boss of your life and you should decide what you want to do. And the next question is, ma'am, tell about your interview experience. Okay, my interview experience is like, okay, it was mixed. As I mentioned, like few companies I was not shortlisted. I did prepare and go, but still, yes, it's not like if you are giving your 200%, yes, at times things don't go in your way. My interview experience was good. I think the current company where I'm associated with, it was good. I think I had an online assessment. That time it was a paper and pen was given. It was a paper pen test followed by a group discussion. And I believe 2 rounds of interview. I think more than talking about what I had, my interview experience, the best part is when I became the interview panel, when I started interviewing, I think that is something was very good because I was able to realize what it was because I was way back there. So yes, my interview experience was good. I think that's why I'm here today in front of all of you. Ma'am, which country is best to do MS in abroad? So Prajnisha again has a question. So MS, again, it depends on what specialization you want to do. I can't say US is the only country that we are good at. Today, New Zealand has a lot of good opportunities. Even there are a lot of people going to Scotland is good. So there are Asian countries like Singapore also have good education. So what is the specialization that you want to do? Masters is something very important. So based on that, you can decide. And next question is, ma'am, how to build a good resume? So building a good resume is like, okay, first thing, please don't download from the internet and just like that submit it to any HR for any company. All your HRs have seen, every day we are seeing hundreds of resumes. The moment we see the resume, we can actually tell you which website you have downloaded from. So please don't copy paste resume from the internet, and please don't copy paste of what your friend has written. Your friend has written, I want to do a challenging role in this company, my objective is blah blah blah, Ramesh. You just copy paste and just change your name to Suresh. So please don't do that. First thing is like, be honest of what you know. Put honest things in your resume. Your resume need not be 4 pages, 5 pages. Even if you put only one single page, put something what you have known. Put something what is something you have already studied, something you are confident about. Basically, when I ask about resume, there are a lot of different templates that are available online now. So try and see how you can make your resume creative and different. There are a lot of visual templates are also available. Try and start building your resume. To build your resume is not just your scores. It also depends upon what are your achievements. When I say achievements, it could be internships, it could be online course, it could be some industrial training, it could be some paper presentation, it could be some project you have done. So look and focus on all the additional creative aspects where you can, or it could be some talent that you have. So put all these things in your resume. I think, as I mentioned to you, your resume is your visiting card. So that will actually help to build your good resume. And you can also refer a few of your senior resumes, how it is, and based on that also, that will give you an idea how to build your resume. But only thing is, please don't do copy paste. Please build your own resume. Your own resume is your own self. It's like your Aadhaar card. It should be unique. You can't have a copied version of a plagiarized version of your friends or something from the internet. Right? Nitish has a question. Can you tell about hardware technology? So when you say hardware, it is a large domain. So I'm not sure which, do you mean about PLM, VLSI kind of hardware? I'm not sure. So your question isn't clear, but still when you ask from a technology front, if in case you're asking from an industry perspective, there are a lot of good opportunities that we have in both software and hardware. If hardware is something, say for example, VLSI is something is your interest and passion, try and get your hands on and try to learn some courses on VLSI. I'm sure there are a lot of product companies looking for the right set of engineers. Folks, every year there are a lakh plus engineers passing out from the country. But there are only very few engineers who get placed with the right set of organization. I mean the top organization. In order to get placed in such kind of organization, you have to be unique. You have to grow up yourself and make yourself unique and differentiate yourself from others. I think that's the bunch of questions that we have had. Sorry, I'm little short of 20 minutes. I think I've answered most of your questions. So thank you, everyone. It was wonderful talking to each of you and answering all your questions. I'm sure I would love to do another session, maybe in person at your college. Wishing you good luck and stay safe and keep your spirits positive and COVID test negative. Stay safe and take care. And thanks to college and Shubhajyothi ma'am and Kanimuli ma'am and all the faculties, department and the principal of Sri Krishna College of Technology for this opportunity. I think it has been absolute pleasure to talk to my own juniors. So thanks once again, everyone, for this, and take care. Wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have a wonderful year ahead. Good luck to all of you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to thank Ms. Sakthi Suganya, ma'am, for sharing her life experience on her success. It was an eye-opening session, ma'am. Hope everyone has got motivated and got some light to walk on the path of education to achieve towards their goal. So now I would like to thank our faculty coordinator for arranging such a beautiful session. And I would like to express my gratitude to my student friends. Your presence made the day a memorable one. Thank you for listening, for inspiring, for encouragement, and for being here.